So again, I'm off to the gym. At least that's a constant, you know? It's Tuesday, April 10th. No, April 11th, 2023. I think I have to get out of the gym. It's 10 to 3. I have to get out of the gym by 5:30 maximum. So if I get home by 5:45 or 6, I have to leave my place maximum at 7:30 to go to this new place for orientation for the orderly job. Now, I have to reverse engineer like this so that that's nice. Nice windows. It's nice. I've never seen that with the windows open. Anyways, I have to reverse engineer this so that I don't feel like I'm rushing. Because that will be hell for me. So, I went to bed pretty early. Like I realized if I'm getting up at 2, I need 2 hours. Like, you know, what I was doing before, getting up at 4 and getting ready at 6. Getting to bed at 8, but getting ready at 6. But of course, if I speed it up, I can go faster, but I don't, you know, at least to have an idea of if I go take my time, 6 is fine. 6 is the latest. Or the earliest, whatever. So if I have to go to bed by 6, like I did yesterday, I actually got in the bed by 4:30 or before 5. So then I was scrolling, and I think I turned everything off at 5. Yeah. So I kind of had nightmares, like I know these days, like if I get up to go to the bathroom and I'm groggy and I feel I'm not rested, so I know it's not time to get up. Not saying when I get up I feel rested, but I feel different. A little more rested, you know. But then I was having nightmares about, it wasn't nightmares, it was actually thoughts. I was up and I decided to check my clock and it was 10 something. So it's maybe been asleep for about 5 hours, I guess. I don't know. And there were feelings of inadequacies. Like, what's happening with this? Before I took this orderly course and started working in the domain, I'm still on probationary period, by the way. But let's just say I'm working in it. I was teaching CPR for 2 years. The domain I was in for many years was in the fitness industry. Which is the only one I like. So anyways, I was teaching CPR, and then when I took this course for the orderly, I was transferring to taking another course for another organization to teach CPR, the bigger one. And I paid money for it, And just recently I had to stop it because of the person in charge of the intern for the internship for that saying my plan wasn't that good and whatever. Like, she was saying bullshit because I'll just leave it there. But I had no intentions. Well, I did initially have intentions of trying to build something bigger on CPR, you know? And going into it, I realized afterwards that first of all, the guy who was paying me, initially it would have been like $25 an hour. This orderly job, I'm making $25.60 an hour, and everything's guaranteed. So there's no incentive to go back to teaching for him. Though it's just something different, and it's something I did like, although I did not like the repetitiveness of it after a while. And the fact that, if you remember, I remember that I got suspended for a month. And so, like, you can lose your money anytime, you know? And I had to make the course longer, so it makes it so I'm making less than $25 an hour. You know what I mean? There's no financial incentive for me to go back to that. And there was nowhere to grow from that. Now, if I finish the course with the other organization, I think I can get some jobs, and I think it pays less. So obviously I'm not going to do it full time if I do it. But I think the company that would give me contracts is more established, because the other person who I've been working for 2 years never answered my text. And so either he's underwater, or I know he doesn't call people when he's pissed off and he's finished with them. So that could be that. And it would be depressing working for him. So it's like I'm having to let go of the CPR, because instead of keeping my license, but I need the CPR for my personal training certification, which I've been keeping for a long time, and I'm gonna keep that. But I could always go take a CPR course. It's not that big a deal. That's what I was doing before I was teaching. But it made me feel inadequate, because there were people who've been teaching CPR for 25 years, making their money from it, buying homes from it, you know what I mean? But it changed since then from what I see from this organization. You're limited as to how much money you can make. And they put so many barriers up. At least I got 2 years out of it and got to make some money out of it. Now the thing is, if I'm stuck with just the orderly job and there's nowhere else out, that makes me feel like I'm inadequate too, like I don't have any other options. Of course I can go to nursing school, but we're talking years, right? I've been watching some videos to kind of get perspective on how things work. I got a little scared of some of the videos because of the legal ramifications if a patient falls. Well, we're talking about nurses who are in charge, but they're in charge. Like if you go into some living facilities, it's just well understaffed, so it makes it a problem to do your job well, you know. So that bothers me. I'm almost at my gym, but I wanted to talk about also the inadequacies of doing the video that I said I would do. I'll talk about it later.